All right, man. So, the NBA trade deadline is over with, man, and you know, this is the this is the thing. People thought in the beginning of the season when KD and Kyrie, when they moved, people thought that, you know, people thought that they didn't have the power, you know, and this is so funny to us, man. It's just incredible how people can sit up there and still say, well, they're not saying it anymore, that the players don't have the power. You know, I mean, man, all KD and Kyrie had to do was really stand on their nuts and go with their move, and they would have been gone a long time ago. But because they acquiesced and they backed down from their original game plan, it looked as if Joe Tsai and Sean Marks and Steve Nash came out with a win. You know, I mean, look, the inevitable was going to happen either way it goes, man. But look, man, we see a lot of animosity and you know agitation and anger towards these two guys, Kyrie and KD. But this is the thing, man. You must these owners, you must pay your $1 million tops, the top. You must pay your $1 million top slaves top money and treat them well, or they will rebel, man. All right? Look, man, we have a whole lot of, undertones when we're talking about these owners and these so-called players and they getting traded and, you know, when a player gets traded, gets the rug yanked up out of him and gets traded out of nowhere, it's okay. But when a player demands or asks for a trade, now they're unloyal, you know? Anyways, shout out to Kyrie. Shout out to KD. Good riddance, Sean Marks and Joe Tsai, man. You did it to yourself. CBA, what are you mad? Like, look, it was a disaster. Look, this is the thing, man. If Joe Tsai and Sean Marks was really that good, you know, they would have found a way to keep these guys, man. It's not as if these guys are as big of a head case as what the media is giving you. I mean, look, if Joe Tsai, you know, would have just let him play in his building and paid the fine, I mean, everything would have been all right. But no, he wants to go along with the agenda and make sure and try and make Kyrie buck. I mean, get buck broken, you know? And Kyrie wasn't going for it. He got mad because Kyrie wasn't listening to the agenda, and now they put the flames on Kyrie. Joe Tsai went with the move on Kyrie, bringing up an old month-long tweet talking, trying to chastise Kyrie, man. What are you? What you mean? You think? And then KD's only over there because of Kyrie. What do you think is gonna happen? Hmm? Let Kyrie walk out the bit. Listen, Kyrie was going anyway. He said it. We knew it. You knew it. Come on, you knew it. You know? I mean, look, man. Oh, and this another thing. Joe Tsai, petty in his move, didn't want to send Kyrie where he wanted to be sent because he's emotional about how Kyrie did him, along with KD. And this is the thing. You deserved it. You deserved it. Okay? You deserved it. All right? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, KD got where he wanted to go. Listen, this is another thing, man. KD, man. Look, man. Come on, man. Again, and listen, and this is not as egregious, of course, as the Golden State Warrior move, but it's like, man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, everybody believed. I mean, I believed everybody, you know, knew that this was one of your destinations and everything, but it's like, Lord have mercy, man. Come on. Come on, man. Anyways, look, we don't fully believe in the Suns, you know. We don't. we don't really believe in the Mavs neither. The Mavs defense got way less. Yes, you got two of the top offensive players in the league, but Kyrie just came from having two of the top offensive players in the league, man. You know, didn't work. Sweet money, all right, and that's because Kyrie pussied out and didn't want to go with his move against the Celtics. Let Kyrie get his ass cooked. You know, that's what he did. Hustle Westbrook out of the building. You know what I'm saying? Um, could the Lakers pick him up on a buyout? I mean, look, Hustle Westbrook. You know, yes, he was a detriment. He wasn't doing. He was, messing up at times and everything. But most of the season, he's been doing his thing. Look, he. Hustle Westbrook is who he is down the stretch. I mean, we have to. It's not. We know who he is. So, what are we? Who are we gonna blame, him or Darvin Ham? Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Spark off the bench. I mean, not for 47 milli, but I mean, look, it is what it is. He does do his thing off of that bench, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hustle Westbrook, man. You feel me? Lakers. They got Vanderbilt. Big defense. They got Bill. You know, big shooter. Just what they needed. They got D'Lo. Nice shooter. Pick do his thing on the on a 1v1 tip. Listen, man. Will D'Lo do the things that he did in the playoffs last season, man? You know, we're just gonna have to, you know, keep the ball out of his hand. He won't be the main ball handler. He'll get the ball in the right places for him to succeed. We think he'll look better over here on the Lakers, man. You know, and this was a good this was good money. This was a good trade deadline. A lot of stuff happened within the last 48 hours, man. See what this buyout market's looking like, man. We're gonna see where Hustle Westbrook goes and everything, man. Shout out to Hustle Westbrook. We think he's getting the short end of a stick, of the stick because of the way he treated the media all his whole career. They always come back and try and stomp on your neck when they feel that you are when they see blood in the water, so to speak, smell it, whatever you want to call it, man. They go with they move when they see you limping. You know, that's how the media do, man. They ain't worth nothing, man. They ain't worth nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? The Mavs. I would like to see the Mavs versus the Suns just off of how Luca stabbed them in they sternum and twisted the knife, man. I'm 50 points in the playoff. Come on, man. I can't believe in the Suns. The Suns just lost their best defender and they got cooked with their best defender 50 ball. Look, do I believe that the Suns are capable of getting blown out by 50 with KD on the court? I don't. I just don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't think it can happen. I don't think it's possible to get smacked by 50 with KD on the court. All right. You put Chris Paul with him and D and book him with him. You got Dayton with him. I just don't see that happening. And I don't like the narrative about the Suns bench when they got Torrey Craig and Landry Shamet coming off that thing. You know, yes, defense on the Suns will take a hit too. You feel me? But dude, you got KD, man. Get out of here. Nigga don't want to hear it for real. But the Mavericks, their defense is on the Nets level from 2 years ago. It's horrible. It is pathetic. All right, and it is gonna get them boys smacked. You know, second round maybe might be the first. I don't think it's gonna be the first, but it's possible because they don't, dude. They are gonna get cooked. You know, we'll see, man. Maybe the offense can prevail because Luca is a big old offensive force. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie is another one, but he's an individual offensive force. We'll see how it goes, man. Can they get past the first round? Of course. I mean, of course. You feel me? But second round, we think it might be as far as they go, depending on what their defense looking like, and it's looking like on paper that it's gonna be some shit, you know. Anyway, but this was a good trade deadline. I'm happy. I'm happy Joe Tsai lost it all. I'm happy. All right. I'm happy he lost it all. You're the worst owner in sports. Hopefully you sell a team. You, boy, you got the beard and Kyrie and KD, and boy, you ain't last a year with them. You ain't last a year with them. You tried to go with the move on Kyrie and not pay the man like he want. Like, what you think? This ain't these ain't regular people you dealing with, Joe Tsai. This is the top players in the game. You got to treat them right, and you got to pay them right, or they gone. Somebody else gonna do it for you, fool. And I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, but you ain't, but yeah, I'm glad. And let me tell you something, Cam Thomas. You probably only got a little bit longer with him too. All right. It's only, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. What's happening? Man, it's crazy. You won't, bro. You messed up your whole your career as a owner, man. I mean, Who's gonna go over there to your squad now, man? Nigga, put your squad on the map. Turned your ticket sales up. Made your revenue go up. I mean, and just for you to not acquiesce to their revenue stream by paying Kyrie. KD didn't play 7 games in a row. His first season back. And you paid him for 4 years, but you don't want to pay Kyrie because he ain't want to get the shit shot? What? All it took was a couple MLB players to see that they wasn't getting the shit shot for the law to get turned over, man. And you didn't want to pay the 40 bands every game for in case they didn't reverse the law. You ain't want to pay what it took to get the guy out there on the court anyway. So what are you mad at Kyrie for? You see that? It ain't about Kyrie. It's about the agenda. And if you ain't going with the agenda, they gonna come for your rack. That's why you got to get up on out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a whole lot of you-know-who's sitting around Brooklyn, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. And them boys ain't gonna let this shit go. All right? Boys mad at Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Because he pointed out the you-know-who's stolen valor based off of stolen identity that they identify as, man. Come on, man. What? They mad? What? Like, get your own, man. Get your own. All right? You ain't who you say you are. That ain't Kyrie's fault. Come on, man. Shout out to the trade deadline, man. Man, shout out to Kyrie, man. Man, shout out to KD, man. Shout out to the Bearden. All right? Having his radar up. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the writing on the wall. And skedaddling before he got left with the bag in his hand. All right?